Hi everyone, and welcome back to the FourEyedMonster Miniatures channel, where I share unboxing and review videos of pre-painted figures, as well as custom painted miniature and scale model kit projects, whether they be ongoing progress updates, how-to tutorials, or showcasing completed projects. While my ongoing neglect of the latter activities unfortunately remains unabated, I'm finally at long last going to do a video on one of my painting projects, albeit one that was completed over a decade ago, namely the assembly and custom painting of the Night Model Spider-Man miniature. Back then, most of my work-in-progress content comprised high-resolution photographs with videos available only for the completed stage, as is the case here. In this video, I'll try to narrate what I did to achieve the results you see now. Finally, if you do stick around till the end, there's a surprise of sorts awaiting you. So let's get started. Released way back in 2010, the 70mm Spider-Man figure kit from Night Model's Marvel Universe Miniatures comprised resin and white metal parts that needed to be glued together using super glue before it could be primed and painted later. The green stuff you see here are putty material that was used to fill up gaps resulting from a less than perfect fit of the metal parts. The Spider-Man figure was primed in light grey, while the taxi was primed in black paint. Painting involved a painstakingly slow step-by-step process, links to which I have included in the description below. My painting project involving the Night Model Spider-Man miniature figure kit is one of those happy instances when what I had in mind creatively for the figure's color scheme coincided almost flawlessly with the resulting paint job you see before you. Initially, what concerned me most about this miniature painting project was having to paint intricate details such as the checkerboard design and wordings on the taxi, as well as the webbing pattern on Spider-Man's costume. Thankfully though, with the help of bucketloads of patience during the painting process, the resulting paint job didn't end up being as bad as I was half expecting. To give you an idea of the challenge I faced, check out the picture-in-picture of how small the miniature figure kit was in size compared to my hands. Yet despite the difficult and time-consuming task of painting the checkered pattern and wordings on the taxi cross-section, it was a task worth doing because not only did it make the side door look less bland, but it also conveys the important fact that Spidey is in New York, a city that he is based in and operates out of. This 70mm Spider-Man miniature is actually one of the bigger figure kits I've worked with, as I used to paint far smaller miniatures such as the 25 to 32mm scale figure kits from the Warhammer 40k universe. From this Night Model's miniatures full 360-degree view on a rotating display, it's clear that its biggest design flaw arises out of the fact that the taxi display base is just a small cross-section of the whole vehicle. As such, the back view isn't truly suitable as a display angle, more so when I had to glue on an unsightly sprue onto the back in order to stabilize the entire piece. Without it, the whole thing is apt to topple on its side. But when viewed from the front, the combination of Spider-Man vaulting over the roof of a yellow New York City taxicab is a perfect representation of the Marvel superhero. From the front view, it makes more sense to use just a cross-section of the taxi for display because it looks proportionally better. Using a full-size taxi would have made Spidey look small in comparison. What we eventually end up with is a Spider-Man figurine that holds its own in terms of visibility when posed on top of the now not overly big cross-section of the taxi. Well, now that we are close to the end of this video, it's time to reveal the so-called surprise, which is actually better described as an unmitigated disaster. For you see, I just finished recording some newer 360-degree views of Spider-Man, and I was in the midst of putting him back to the display shelf when a thought hit me. I had better not drop this figurine. Lo and behold, what did I do? Yes, you guessed it. Drop it on the floor. Being a resin and metal figure kit, the weak points of the miniature were on areas where any two parts are glued together by superglue. True to form, the miniature came apart on these weak points, as mentioned. This mini disaster ends the video on a rather sour note, but it is what it is. At the very least, I hope you have enjoyed this short blast from the past, and that it could even encourage you to embark on a miniature painting project of your own. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon on yet another completed miniature painting project. Be well and be happy. Bye.